Lately, the word clemency has been everywhere, in headlines, on social media, and in heated conversations across the country. Now, if you've been following the news, you have likely heard a lot of talk, a lot of confusion, and yes, quite a bit of controversy. Now, on Saturday, October 11th, 2025, a Punch report stated that the Presidency released a list of 175 individuals who received presidential pardon or clemency in 2025. And among them, you would find some surprising names, like the late nationalist Herbert Macaulay, the late Major General Mamman Vatsa, executed in 1986 for treason, and Maryam Sanda, convicted and sentenced to death for the murder of her husband. Now, the list also includes over 30 convicted drug offenders, as well as individuals jailed for homicide, fraud, and illegal mining. Now, the presidential statement noted that the decision followed recommendations by the Presidential Advisory Committee on the Prerogative of Mercy, chaired by the Attorney General. Now, it added that the list of beneficiaries was divided into 6 categories: those granted pardon, posthumous pardon, including the Ogoni 9, that is victims of the Ogoni 900, presidential clemency, that is clemency beneficiaries, inmates recommended for reduced terms of imprisonment, and inmates on death row whose sentences were commuted to life imprisonment. Now, as expected, the move has sparked a nationwide conversation and a fair bit of confusion. Now, what exactly is clemency? How does it work? And why are some people getting pardoned while others remain behind bars? My name is Margaret Osazua, and I'm here to break it all down. Now, what is clemency? Clemency is a general term that refers to mercy or leniency shown by a government, usually the president, towards someone convicted of a crime. It doesn't always mean the person is innocent. It simply means the state has decided to reduce or remove the punishment. Now, how does clemency really work? Clemency can take different forms. The first form is pardon. A pardon forgives the crime and wipes the slate clean. That is, the person may be released from prison or have their criminal record cleared. It doesn't mean the person was wrongly convicted, just that they are being forgiven. The second is commutation. Now, commutation reduces the severity of a sentence. For example, someone on death row might have their sentence commuted to life imprisonment. The third one is reprieve. Now, a reprieve is a temporary delay in punishment, often used to give time for appeals or new evidence. Now, why does clemency exist? Clemency is meant to be a humanitarian tool, that is a way for the government to show mercy in special cases. Sometimes it's about correcting injustice, showing compassion, or even promoting national reconciliation. Now, according to the Presidency, the clemency followed recommendations by the Presidential Advisory Committee on the Prerogative of Mercy, which cited remorse, good conduct, and acquisition of vocational skills by the beneficiaries. Now, some were granted full pardons, while others, including notorious kidnappers and murderers, had their sentences commuted or reduced. Now, the list also includes illegal miners, white-collar convicts, remorseful drug offenders, foreigners, said the presidential spokesperson Bayo Onanuga. Now, how have people reacted? On Sunday, the 12th of October 2025, ADC National Publicity Secretary Bolaji Abdullahi described the move as pathetic and a national disgrace, arguing that it undermines the nation's war against drugs, encourages criminality, and damages Nigeria's international reputation. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar said the pardon had rightly sparked nationwide outrage. Now, Atiku said while the presidential power of mercy is intended to balance justice with compassion, its misuse weakens confidence in the rule of law. In his words, regrettably, the latest pardon issued by the Tinubu administration has done the very opposite, extending clemency to individuals convicted of grave crimes such as drug trafficking, kidnapping, murder, and corruption diminishes the sanctity of justice and sends a dangerous signal to both the public and the international community.